I don't get how to model inverse and joint variations.
Hello? Alright, I'll send Agent Denise in.
Yes, sir.
Go.
Affirmative.
I don't get how to model inverse and joint variations.
I can help you with that. It's variation. Y is equals to A over X, where A is not equal to 0. The variables X and Y vary inversely when Y is equals to 7 and X is equals to 4. First, Y is equals to A divided by X. You write the general equation for inverse variation. Then, 7 is equals to A divided by 4. You substitute 7 for Y and 4 for X. Now, A is equals to 28. You solve for A. Now, solve for Y when X is equals to negative 2. Y is equals to A over X. Y is equals to 28 divided by negative 2. Y is equals to negative 14. Joint variation. Assume A varies jointly with B and C. If B is equals to 2 and C is equals to 3, find the value of A. Given that A is equals to 12 when B is equals to 1 and C is equals to 6. Joint variation equation is A is equals to K, B, C. 12 is equals to K, 1 times 6. 2 is equals to K. A is equals to 2 times 2 times 3. A is equals to 12. Graphing rational functions. Steps to graphing a rational function. 1. Simplify the function. 2. Find the y-intercept, zeros of the function. 3. Find the x-intercepts, zeros of the numerator. 4. Find the vertical asymptotes, 0 of denominator. 5. Find horizontal asymptotes if they exist. And 6. Find the test points on either side of the asymptotes. Y is equals to x divided by x squared minus x minus 2. The y-intercept is the 0 of the function, where the x-intercept is the 0 of the numerator. The 0 of the denominator is the vertical asymptote, which is equals to x equals negative 1 and 2. Because the numerator's exponent is less than the exponent of the denominator, the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. Now, you plug in the numbers into a table. Negative 3 is equals to negative 0.3. Negative 0.5 is equals to 0.4. 0 is equals to 0. 1 is equals to negative 0.5. 3 is equals to 0.75. Now, you graph your equation. You have your y-intercepts and your x-intercepts. Then you graph your vertical asymptote, which is x is equals to negative 1 and 2, and your horizontal asymptote, which is y equals 0. Then you plug in your numbers from the previous table. There you have it.
Oh, I get it.
I don't know how to divide rational expressions.
Hello? Alright, I'll send in Abby.
Man, I don't get this stuff.
Alright, I'll send Rachel.
I don't know how to divide rational expressions.
Let me help you with that. Multiplying rational expressions. In order to know how to divide rational expressions, you first have to know how to multiply them. So let's look at this problem. First, you factor. And then you multiply the two numerators and the two denominators in order to cancel out what you can, and then you simplify. Dividing rational expressions. So let's take a look at this problem. First, you want to factor your rational expressions. And then you want to keep the first rational, change the sign into a multiplication sign, flip the second rational, and then cancel the terms. Then you have your answer. Yay!
What about adding and subtracting?
Well, that's a different story. Adding and subtracting rational expressions. Let's look at this problem. So when you first look at the problem, you want to simplify everything in the rationals that you can. Then you look at the two denominators and you multiply them to find your common denominator. You take the first rational and you multiply whatever is needed to make the common denominator, and you do the same thing for the second rational. Whatever is missing is what you have to multiply to get the common denominator. And you FOIL the numerators and you add them together now that they have a common denominator, and you simplify to get your answer.
Oh, I get it.
Over and out.
Man, I don't get this stuff.
Did you say you didn't get it?
Yeah?
I am a part of Ryan's Rationals and I can help you.
Okay.
Solving rational equations. The first thing you do is cross multiply. Then you can simplify. Then move everything to one side and solve for x. Let's look at this equation. The first thing you do is cross multiply. Then use the distributive property. Next, you rewrite the equation to standard form. And factor and solve for x.
You get it now? Yeah, I get it. Thanks.
Over and out. Another job done.